I'd like to take this opportunity to give a special thank you to Residio, our diamond partner and sponsor of this year's Weinstock Award. And now, before we present the final award of the night, let's reflect first on how far we have come together through the lens of this award's history. This year will mark the 50th anniversary of the Morris F. Weinstock Person of the Year Award. It's a milestone representing a legacy of leadership and impact made by ESA members over the past 5 decades. This award is the most esteemed honor in the electronic security and life safety industry. Awarded since 1970, the achievement recognizes outstanding volunteer leadership. The award is named after Morris F. Weinstock, who helped fund the foundation of this association. The visionary attended the meeting where the association was formed, hosted its second meeting ever, and served as president of the National Burglar and Fire Alarm Association from 1955 to 1956, while still helping to grow a skyrocketing family business. His son, George Weinstock, tells his story best.
Hello, I'm George Weinstock. Each year we celebrate the announcement of ESA's Lifetime Service Award, named after my father, Morris F. Weinstock. The Morris F. Weinstock Person of the Year Award was first presented in 1970, and it means a lot to me and my brother Mike. It represents outstanding individual achievement and ongoing volunteer efforts on behalf of this association, which our dad loves so much. This award represents leadership, dedication, and distinguished performance for the advancement of the industry, the qualities that personified our father and personifies each recipient of this award. My dad and his brother Jack started their alarm company in Cleveland, Ohio in 1933 after 2 robberies at the family butcher shop. They called their company Morse Signal Devices and operated it from the back of the butcher shop until 1937, when they moved to downtown Cleveland. Those were tough times, and anti-Semitism added to the difficulty of building a business. Banks would not lend to them, so they literally started from scratch. Nonetheless, the company grew rapidly, adding a central station in 1941 and expanding to Los Angeles in 1948. ESA's highest honor is named after Morris Weinstock because in 1948 he, along with Ben Call, had the foresight to establish the National Burglar and Fire Alarm Association, now known as the Electronic Security Association. Morris Weinstock was the second official member of NBFAA and worked tirelessly to build the association in its early years, including a term as president from 1955 to 1956. His dedication and pioneering spirit provides an outstanding model for ESA leaders to follow as they strive to increase the association's value to the industry. The Morris F. Weinstock Person of the Year Award goes to a deserving individual who embodies these leadership traits. On behalf of the entire Weinstock family, congratulations and thank you to all the past, current, and future honorees.
Morris Weinstock was indeed a very special person. And to announce this year's honoree, I'd like to introduce our Weinstock sponsor and friend of the industry, Scott Harkins of Residio. Scott, take it away.
Hi, I'm Scott Harkins, Vice President of Sales and Marketing for Residio Technology, and I am honored to have been able to sponsor and now present the prestigious Morris F. Weinstock Award. In preparation for this presentation, I did some digging into the winner's background. I spoke to his friends and family and business associates, just to learn the characteristics that have made him so successful. What I heard back was his passion. No matter what he did, Whether it was big game hunting around the world, drinking wine with his friends, or running his businesses day to day, he brought passion and humor to everything. In fact, he started his first business back in the early 70s in New York and can be considered an early entrant and major influencer of today's modern security industry. I also heard the words business acumen used. People described him as brilliant and visionary in the way he ran his business, and that he challenged people around him every day to be their very best. He led with a simple mantra: do good and make money. He also had a big heart and was willing to give back to the industry that has done so well by all of us. He was active in the industry from the early 70s in New York. When he moved to Nevada in the 80s, he became active and in fact helped rebuild that association. Went on to become president of the Central Station Alarm Association, now known as TMA. And he was always willing to take a telephone call, whether it was from a member of the Security Network of America, now known as Net1, or a competitor in his marketplace, and offer advice to overcome business challenges. I think when I think about passion and business acumen and kind of this willingness to give back, I think of the word legacy. Because he did all of this with his recently departed and beloved wife, Lori, by his side. He raised 3 children that have gone on to have an impact and continue to have an impact in the security industry. He advised countless companies and business leaders on how to help improve their business. And he influenced how association works across our industry, whether that's ESAA, CSAA, or local associations. In fact, he influenced how companies like my own have developed products over a long period of time. Please join me in congratulating the 2020 Morris F. Weinstock Award winner, Bud Wulforst.
Dad, hi. We just wanted to congratulate you on the prestigious Morris Weinstock Award. We are so happy that you received this award, and we just wanted to send out our congratulations to you from all of us.
Congratulations, Bud.
Greetings from sunny Florida, where I am thoroughly enjoying my retirement. Bud, I bet you never thought you'd hear me say that. Think back when I was a 16-year-old kid with stars in my eyes looking for a start in life. 50 plus years later, I look back and say what a great career I had, and I have you to thank. You have been a mentor and, more importantly, a great friend. You've touched the lives of so many in our industry, and you are admired by all. Congratulations on an award well deserved.
Knowing Bud for over 25 years, he's quite a special individual. For those of us that know Bud and his family, you know they are truly special people. Bud has been a true inspiration to so many, working in a low-key kind of way, always willing to share, advise, and assist when requested. Bud understands the true importance of collaboration and working for a common good. Bud, we are so proud and appreciative of the countless acts you have done over the years to assist the electronic safety and security industry one step at a time. From Stacy, I, and our team at Wayne Alarm Systems, thank you for being the individual that you are. We are in a much better place because of it. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm here in Reno, Nevada, with our Weinstock Person of the Year, Mr. Bud Wulforst, and his family. Bud is a longtime friend and colleague of mine, so I'm especially honored to be part of this well-deserved recognition and celebration of his many accomplishments. As most of you know, Bud is an industry icon with a remarkable 50-plus years in the security and life safety industry. During that time, he has been a dedicated volunteer and advocate. But Bud's selfless contributions and infinite wisdom are what has earned him great recognition. We all know that 2020 has been and continues to be challenging for in-person events. I know I speak for everyone watching from their homes tonight when I say Although we are tuned in virtually from across the nation, our pride and appreciation has never been more present. I reached out to Bud's peers and colleagues around the country, and I asked them to give me just 3 words that would best describe him. The words that most came up often were mentor, friend, and family. These carefully chosen words reflect Bud's character and values. His children, Howard, Evelyn, Scott, and Leaf, are shining examples of this character, and I'm confident that his beautiful wife, Lori, is here in spirit and gushing with pride. Thank you, Bud, for your years of commitment. It is my great honor to be here with you and your family to present you with our industry's most prestigious honor, ESA's Morris F. Weinstock Person of the Year Award. Congratulations, Bud. And we're going to first pin you.
Okay.
Great job. There we go. And we have a beautiful award for you. Congratulations, Bud. Well deserved,
Congratulations, Dad.
Cheers. Cheers. Well done, well deserved.
Bud is a very focused person, and once he got involved in a specific project or had an idea, he would go jump in full blast, whether or not it was tying flies for fishing. He would read every book, understand every aspect of that, and approach things very scientifically.
Bud is probably the most unique man I've ever met, and I couldn't be more grateful than to have him for my father-in-law. What people don't really see about him, I think, is that he's just very caring, and everything he does is heartfelt, although he has this layer of sarcasm and wit about him, which sometimes prevents people from seeing the real soft guy that he is inside.
He was definitely involved with the industry quite a bit. And as I got into my teens and then later 20s, I realized what impacts he has brought to the industry.
I have memories since 8 years old. We bought a house in Mount Kisco, New York that had an answering service. So my mom and dad were running down answering calls.
Well, I think he has been a great teacher of what associations mean for industries, especially this industry. He was prevalent in getting people to join the industry. He participated in the industry in a big way and helped bring other associations together to combine to work together for the greater good.
I think he's just been a huge leader for his children to show them how to be an entrepreneur. And he thinks differently than anybody I know. He is always outside of the lines, and I'm proud to know him and be inspired by him on how to go through life, maybe in a different path than most people.
The ESA award is a lifetime achievement award. The recognition that the industry is now bestowed on him is definitely important to him. It embodies what he has brought to the industry, his friends in the industry, his family, and just comes full circle. I am humbled and really proud of my father for receiving such an award.
I think this was truly a surprise, something that he, probably couldn't even imagine being awarded. And when I got the news, it was pretty emotional for me, as I know it is for him, particularly with the loss of our mother recently and his partner through this, enterprise. The fact that he's really used the associations to build a knowledge base and then give back to the people in the industry. So that's what I'm most proud of to see.
Good evening. Thank you for honoring me today with the ESA's most prestigious award. I'm truly humbled to be here as we celebrate 50 years of distinguished Morris F. Weinstock Award recipients. I'm very proud to be receiving this wonderful ESA award. I've learned so much from so many over the years, and the associations are the catalyst for bringing it all together. The power of networking and participating in the associations should never be underestimated. So when I say thank you, I mean all of you, because I've learned something from everyone. As I reflect on my career, the person that had the most influence in my business and in my life, Lori, my partner and my best friend, the mother of my children, I thank you oh so much. My path to the industry started after World War II. My uncle worked for the Owl Alarm Company in Queens, New York. And he helped my father, who had just returned from the war, to get a job with Supreme Burglar Alarm in Manhattan. Supreme was owned by Bill Rubin at that time, Norman Rubin's father. A few years later, I also went to work for Supreme, back when child labor was popular. I became a skilled alarm mechanic before I was 18 years old, and I became smitten with the technology and the purpose of protecting life and property. The alarm business is like the mob. Once you get in, you can't get out. In the 70s, I became involved in the MBFAA, now the ASA, and the New York Burglar and Fire Alarm Association. The annual conventions were a real learning experience. Lori and I were always fascinated by the openness of the members and that they shared with us their best practices and other information. We made many friends and acquaintances over the years. We capitalized on the exotic locations like Florida to make these meetings a vacation of our own. In the late 80s, I joined CSEPA, which is now the TMA, at the urging of Stan Lott. Attending these association meetings, I met literally hundreds of the brightest minds in our industry, many of whom are now my best friends and mentors. I'd also like to thank my family for their incredible support throughout the years. My three sons, Howard, Leif, and Scott, are all working in the industry today. Leif owns an alarm company in Denver. Howard founded the Industry Security Association in Las Vegas and works at ADI. Scott is a leader at Stanley Security. I truly believe the industry and its mission is in the Wulforst blood, and I'm happy to see our continued participation. My daughters-in-law, Sherry and Jean, have also been a great help to me. Jean is also executive director of the Nevada and Colorado Alarm Associations and PPVAR. My daughter Evelyn and her husband Bob own a successful welding business in Boston. While not directly in the alarm industry, many have had the opportunity to meet Evelyn as she supported me at many industry events. I have managed, bought, and sold many alarm companies over the past 50 years. The industry has been very kind to me. It's been interesting, challenging, and frustrating at times, and also rewarding. Lori and I could not have made it without our extended alarm family. And it is truly a family. It has been a wonderful 60 years, and I look forward to the future. Thank you all for this tremendous recognition, and thank goodness for RMR.
So if you did it all over again, would you do anything differently?
God, George, I've had such a great life. What would I do different? Well, there's one thing I would do different. The third race at Belmont. My wife, who is no longer with me, she was the biggest asset that I ever had. And she helped me every step of the way. Always there. Always in the back, but she was never looking for the lights and the glory, but she was always there pushing me. Great woman. Oh, this is fantastic. It's amazing. I kind of thought that it had passed me by and I was out to pasture, and I didn't think I would. When I was told I was getting the award, I was dumbfounded. It's the biggest award in our industry. So it's very important.